What's up, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? Wayne here, host of the MEDIACLASH podcast, and I am coming to you from the dining room / temporary studio here where I am staying via 3 cameras, actually, because I set up the cameras and stuff for streaming because I can't even do low production value on the simplest of videos. But I am going to bring to you today a review for local comic book writer John Holland's comic Alma, which he is putting up on Kickstarter to try and get going. John is a great guy, and I have met him, and we've done conventions together, along with other friends of the show. He's a local artist / writer. I mean, writers are artists. But his book, Alma, it takes the formula that we got in Buffy the Vampire Slayer and gets rid of all the CW nonsense that ended up in that show. And, just a good example of it is it literally starts with a teenage champion fighting monsters in the beginning with a little Cupid companion, which was awesome and funny, and you get like this very good sense of where the direction and the sense and style of the comic is going to go. And then you get cut to 6 months later, and this old woman named Alma, who is now the new champion, and her garden gnome is resurrected as her companion, or the companion is resurrected as her garden gnome. And it doesn't waste any time telling you that, no, this isn't Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It actually goes out of its way to make fun of Buffy the Vampire Slayer and how all the other champions used it as a blueprint that didn't always work out well for them. I am looking forward to this series as a New Orleans native who has grown up and appreciates the supernatural mythology around New Orleans and the area, that this is maybe going to take a tone in that direction, that this is going to have more than just vampires in it. It's going to deal with all kind of supernatural dealings and themes. But I do think the perspective of the champion, the main protagonist of this comic, is an old woman who in the comic says she still feels all the pains and aches of growing old. And her companion tells her, yeah, this is a first. We've never had a champion this old. And that's why it usually goes to the young, because they don't have to deal with the body aches and pains. But Alma has the enhanced strength and the tough skin. She's just arthritic and old. And it is the fact that she spends most of the book, like, not even just assuming she's going to wake up from this dream. She thinks she's had a stroke. Really lends itself to this character who is kind of skeptical and not really believing of the things going on around her. Her transition really into the world of the supernatural. And I really do look forward to that. Link for the Kickstarter is in the description below. Go give John a look. He is on Facebook and Instagram. Give him a follow. Like I said, he's a great guy. And this book, I really hope he meets his goal. And we get to see the further adventures of Alma. Because I think it's a story that really, it really flies in the face of what we would see, from a mainstream comic book writer / artist. And I think we need some more of that. We need some more originality. I love, you know me, I love Marvel and the MCU and the Marvel comics, and I love my tentpole ongoing stories. I love multi-book stories, but there is always room for originality and the taking of a story and turning it upside down and making something new of it. And I think that's what this book is going to do. So I highly recommend going out and reading Alma. It is out digitally on some platforms. So go support John and let's make this series happen. So until next time, I'm Wayne. This has been, this is Media Clash, and this has been a media review. So until next time, later.